Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft All the Mods 9. Yeah. Quick thing, editor me here actually, this is an intro I'd made after the fact. I was going through my videos and the video I had recorded for episode 12, which you're watching right now, kind of sucked. So I took up everything important, kept that, and we're basically going to see the next episode that I had recording. So episode 13 has become episode 12 because episode 12 was really boring and not that entertaining. So I have a little snippet just before the episode starts, kind of going over the important things. It was only 2 things that were really important. And then we're going to be getting into a very fun episode. This thing is not working. There it is. A wireless crafting grid. This, boom, bang. We need a wireless transmitter, which I assume is this bad boy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we can just kind of slap this on to like anywhere. So I'll move my globe. I ended up buying a globe, and I can make an infinite range one. And we slap that bad boy into there, and now I should be able to access it anywhere as long as this chunk is loaded. First thing you're going to notice is this place looks a little bit different. I'll go over the key things that I did. Basically, it was just mostly housekeeping and boring stuff. As you can see, I just moved the stuff kind of out of the way a bit. We still got our blast furnaces and our cokes and our coke ovens right here. So nothing really changed with them. You'll notice we actually have this right here, a thermal evaporator. And, well, it's a resistant heater. I wanted to go through mechanism and finish it off. And none of this was really that interesting. So I ended up scrapping all the video I made of it because it was just boring. We are making a freaking reactor in our basement. That's what the cool kids do. That's what we're going to do. We're making a nuclear reactor. All right, mechanism advanced. Request required. Advanced mechanism complete. So we've done that. As a recap, we've set up the advanced ore processing facility using several gases, machineries, and more. In this chapter, we will be looking more of those to create powerful multi-block reactors, as well as advanced ways to create and store power. This will also lead to us to making antimatter pellets, which is our main goal, which is to be used to make the Aldemodium Star, as well as some of the strongest tools and weapons within the pack. So that is done. So the first thing you need to do is you need to make a hazmat suit, not a radiation suit, sorry, a hazmat suit. All right, so it's called a hazmat suit. So we're taking this off, putting that on, and I probably should take off the aesthetic armor. All right, look at this. So radiation suit. We did it. Start our journey into the world of mechanism reactors. We'll start by making a fission reactor. These are multi-block structures that generate massive amount of power of heat by burning fissile fuel. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This reactor does not produce power on its own, but the heat generated will be used to heat coolant, which can be generated power in an industrial turbine. The fission reactor could be very dangerous as a meltdown can cause an explosion as well as radiation spread over 5 chunks, which will last for several in-game weeks. So maybe I shouldn't make this in my freaking basement, because like that would be 5 chunks, right? Yeah, that will actually like take out my because it will be like 5, I think, in each direction. So like if it's built to this chunk, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll take out like this entire block. It'll take out a massive area. So maybe I should actually not build this in my basement. Just on the like the small teeny tiny little tiny teeny weeny teeny tiny itty bitty chance that it might actually completely wreck my entire stuff. So that means I'm gonna have to make a new factory. Ugh. Work. Ugh. That's okay. I'll go take some time. I actually have an area that I've cleared out before. It's over here that I've actually not used. I've been trying to figure out what I want to use for it for a while because it's actually where the spawn is. The spawn's actually over there. So let's quickly grab. I should have a waystone. Yes, I do. I just keep finding these things in the nether, or not the nether, the end. I'll just go there to farm some endermen, and then boop, there's a waystone. So this area here, I've cleared it out a long time ago. It's slowly been growing. Don't mind that random sign. I was doing some math. But I'll just quickly set this right. Yeah, right here. This will be called Factory Mech. All right, there we go. And that is like at the end. So let's. I really gotta set up a better teleportation system than this. All right, yeah, so we have all this area, so I don't actually know how big we want to make our reactor. I think we might want to make 1 reactor and 2 turbines. My understanding of the actual system is the way that it works. I actually should go and sleep. The way that the system works is we have the fission reactor, which will heat up the coolants. Turbine will then spin the coolants, and that's how we get power from it. That means we'll actually have power away from our base, so I should be able to actually set up some power stuff over there that will run all on fission. So that will be nice. I constantly forget this thing is inside. I have to move this somewhere else. Hello, Mr. Pig. Oink, oink, my dude. I'll set up right here. There we go. And let's watch as a factory appears right in front of me. Wow, look at that. An entire factory. That looks not very good. So now actually for the tour of the place isn't technically done, but we're close to it. So here's our start section. This is kind of where I'm gonna have like a little desk and maybe a villager sitting here to be like welcome and all that. But really, this is where our first section is. Right here, we're gonna have colored lines to tell you where to go. And so this factory isn't just actually gonna be from mechanism. This is just the start. Come here, welcome center, and we follow the green line. This takes you to the radiation chamber. There'll be some nice doors here from Ad Astra that open and close, so we can come through here. And this is where our reactor is. I also made this nice little window here so you can see into it. But this is our reactor room, and then I just have a small room here for like tools and other stuff like that. But these are going to be our reactors. So here we're going to have the reactor. I'm going to have 2 reactors. And then those are going to be our turbines. So there's 2 things that are in it. One, the reactor. This is the reactor, and this is the turbine. So we're going to have 2 turbines and 2 reactors. We are going to build these things, but those are later much harder projects that I don't feel like doing right now. We need to we have that done. Okay. What we need is a fusion reactor building set. Yes, sweet, bang. That's done. Sweet. And next we have inside the actual reactor, interactions, fail safe, and then yada yada yada. Okay. So we will break you and break you. Ignore the rest of that stuff. So now this is going to be the base for our reactor. We'll just make 1 reactor first, and then I'll build the 2nd reactor afterwards, just so that we have a little kind of base idea down. I don't know, do I want it to be that big? I mean, does height affect it? I think it does. So I should probably make this as tall as possible, just for the room that we've allotted. Maybe I don't want it... I don't know, I don't want it as tall as that. Maybe one down. Maybe 1 down, I think would be cool. Alright. I think that should be good. I think this would be good, yeah. I think this looks good to me. Class. Well, there we are. And then I will finish off the roof. Or I won't. Just kidding. I said I was going to, but it was a joke. Alright. Bang. That's not finished because I ran out of glass. That would be why. Bang, bang, bong. Now this isn't technically done just yet. Because what we need to do, we need to install some more things. And so what we need is one of these reactor ports. Every fission reactor requires a minimum of 4 ports, coolant inputs, coolant output, fuel, and waste. Okay. And then we'll also need some of those. 2 of those. I'm thinking, I like the idea of waste out the back. I like the idea of... I don't know. I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah, I like that. It just genuinely looks better to me. In my opinion. And I'm biased, so... Ooh, sweet energy upgrade. Okay. Next up, we need to actually build the inside of the reactor. I'll make 4 for right now, and if I'm off, that's fine, because I can always make more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then you do that, and that should be done. Evaporation. Oh man, I already made those. Give red particles. Okay, well, this didn't give me red particles, so it's not done. Why not? Right? I didn't see any red particles. I'm not crazy here. Maybe it's not like a module thing, so I can't make it as big as I wouldn't want it to be. Oops. Or maybe because there's a piece of glass missing right there. That could also explain why it doesn't want to work. Is it working? It is working! Okay, why didn't it do its little red flash thing then? That would be why I have particles off. I had a potion effect and it was really annoying me at one time. There you go, yep. She's done! Huzzah! Alright, the fission reactor requires fissile fuel to run. If you look up fissile fuel right now in the JEI, I bet you get overwhelmed with everything you need to make it. It's okay. You've got this. Let's make it one step at a time. I don't got this. It all boils down to creating uranium hexafluoride. To do this, let's focus on making two gases, hydrofluoric acid and uranium dioxide. So I'm gonna need power over here is what you're telling me, basically. Okay, so we're gonna have to set up a little power area here. I should have, yep, there they are. I was just about to say, I should have solar panels. It's not a lot, sure, but it's better than nothing. Ow! How rude. What a rude dude. Basically, what I'm going to say is, this is going to turn into a whole bunch of sciencey sounding stuff, is the gist of it. So first things first, is we need the input for the sulfur to make the sulfur dioxide with chemical oxidizer, which is this. So chemical oxidizer is where sulfur goes in. Okay, I wish I had some signs actually. Let me make some signs. Sulfur in here. Sulfur goes in here. That makes sulfur dioxide. We take the sulfur dioxide and we want to connect that with oxygen to make sulfur trioxide. So what we need is a chemical infuser. Chemical infuser. So sulfur trioxide is going in there, and we connect the sulfur dioxide with oxygen. All right, so you, which are now powered, will have a combination of water coming into you. Water will come into you. The hydrogen we actually don't need. Dump excess. Basically, if we get too much hydrogen in, it will literally just release it into the atmosphere, which is probably not the best thing to do, but oops. Oh, I sound like a corporation. My bad, guys. I didn't mean to pollute. It just kind of happened. Sulfur trioxide, sulfur triox. Actually, now that I think about it, I really should be putting the sulfur trioxide via the bottom and not where the power is gonna have to go in. Because I need a power line. That thing is running out of power. There we go. So now this is what the sulfur trioxide makes. Basically, we oxidize the sulfur to make sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide mixes with oxygen to make sulfur trioxide. This is where we can finally push that into, we need water again. So we'll connect the rotary condenser. Actually, this is going to need power, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to need power. Okay, it was set backwards. That would explain why it wasn't working. It was backwards like a fool. Okay, so the sulfur trioxide will then go into this thing here, which will actually require power. So I'm going to need more cables at mech. You would then pull from that, and you would make sulfuric acid. Hip hip hooray! All right, now I just have to fix the issue that the oxygen isn't actually going into that, but after that, everything should be fine. All right, next up is sulfuric acid is done. Fantastic. That is a wrong block. That's what that is. But other than that, there we go. Okay, cool. So it is turning nighttime, meaning that we're probably going to start losing power, yeah. Which is okay. Not exactly what you want. Is that that's a block of steel? Thank you. Wow. Let's take our sulfuric acid and combine it with fluorite in the chemical dissolution chamber to make hydrofluoric acid. Yeah, we're not done, are we? Chemical dissolution chamber. We put some type of fluoride into here. So we take the sulfuric acid. We will put output to you. Or yeah, output to you, auto eject. Auto eject should be on. Yeah, auto eject on. And I'll put the sulfuric acid in here. I should have some type of fluoride, I hope. Yeah, I have 12 pieces, so not a lot. Fluoride. Okay, the fluoride goes into here. Cool. Yes. Oh, look at that. Hydrofluoric acid. All right, cool. So we have that now. Let me a chemical infuser again. But before we do that, we need uranium. And to make uranium, we need an enrichment chamber. There we go. Now this is where I need the uranium bars again. Uranium bars, I've got uranium fever. I don't know if I should really be handling this stuff. Should not be eaten. Imagine you could eat this. That'd be really funny if they actually put that in there. Where you could eat it just because it was uranium cake. Maybe I should be wearing a hazmat suit while I do this. I don't know what my hazmat suit is, to be honest with you. Oh, that's the hazmat. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. What's a little radiation? We got chemical oxidization. Chemical oxidizer. Alright, is that powered? Yes, it's powered. What do I need to do then? Let me guess, I have to oxidize the cake. Once we have our hands on yellow cake uranium, we can set it through chemical oxidizers to create gas. Alright, so I send that into there, and then that will make some type of gas known as uranium oxide. Steel casing. Oh, it's steel casing. I thought it was a steel block. I'm dumb. Alright, next we need a chemical infuser. Now I believe this is where we combine our gases together. So I should have leak gases. Yep. Boink, 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 boink. Gases output. Now that will combine to make uranium hexafluoride. Woo! I don't know if anyone's ever been that excited for that, but I am. Really should be wearing a hazmat suit. Once we have the isotopic centrifuge, we can run our uranium hexafluoride into it and create fissile fuel. So we need this thing. All right, now we'll just actually run a cable just under it. All right, once we start burning up fissile fuel in the reactor, we'll get heated coolant and nuclear waste. This is where radiation kicks in. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, you won't have any spills. Right. The best way to store radioactive substance is by putting in a radioactive waste barrel. These will safely store waste while slowly decaying the gas without causing radiation spill. You don't want your nuclear waste sitting in your reactor as it causes it to produce more heat. Set a port for output waste and ship it into the barrel. It's important note, breaking any machine barrel, or pipe, or anything that has radioactive gas will cause a radiation leak. All right, so this technically works, I think. All right, sweet. So now that's all done, and we actually now have a reactor that technically works. But I don't want to turn it on. I mean, I can if I really want to be like a freaking silly Billy. What we need to do is make a turbine. So that's what our next step is, our turbine. Because we've got that all done. I got all the things to actually make the turbine. I just have to put it together. So first off, we need this casing. Whoop. Make a nice, delicious frame. I don't think I made enough. But I don't think they actually recommend you do what I'm doing, which is basically not following the guide. I'm just kind of building my own sized ones. But that's because I am a little rascal who doesn't listen to recommendations. So, yeah. This is short. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's supposed to be one higher. My bad. I messed up. I'm a little goofy goober. We need these two, like, little fan things for these. We need a layer of 2 of these. Turbine vent. Well, turbine vent, get in my turbine bucket. 2, and then that's 4, and then that's done. And then... Okay. So top layer seems to be glass. Okay, so... Yeah, so top layer was glass. We will glass top layer, and then below that is saturating condenser. It's steel. Don't tell me I need steel. No, I need steel. Dang you, steel requirements! I managed to fix this up, finish it all off. What we have to do now, I think, is electric coil, rotary, and then put these things right through here. Structural glass. I don't know if making the turbine thicker or taller is the way to go. I need more structural glass. I'm out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we just need, I guess, energy comes out of one and then steam comes out the other? Or something, whatever. Oop. Hey, look at that. Huzzah! We did it. I'm the best around. No one's ever gonna take me down unless they want to. And then I cry. Because that would really suck. Then this will be output coolant. This should then be the heated coolant, what I'm assuming is. So it will disconnect from there. Go into here. Push. This will pull. That will then spin the turbine, I assume. And then the turbine spinning will be what makes power? Alright, so I think we are ready to turn this bad boy on. I'm absolutely terrified. This episode has been a lot longer than I had originally planned. And let's hope I don't blow up because that would suck. A lot. Alright. Activate. Oh god, that's terrifying. Temperature is raising. Current burn rate is only 1 megabucket per. Set to 1? Temperature is fine. Coolant number is actually going down, which is a concern. Because it means we don't have enough water being inputted. Is this thing running? This thing is actually running, so we are. We're making freaking power, baby. We're making power. Woo! We're making freaking power. The power is power to ever the power. Oh my god, we're running out of coolant. I'm very scared. We're making freaking power. Burn rate, not a lot. Still, I'm super happy with this. Oh my god, we have a freaking reactor. Like, what? I probably should turn this thing off before I do something really dumb. Like, I don't know, have it blow up or something. Alright. But wow, okay, that's done. I really gotta wall this off. They could actually save. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of the episode, guys. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Bye.